Today, we will explore 10 of the most useless mega projects in the world. This is part 2 of our most useless mega projects series. Before we continue, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Super Build Our Chanel. Number 1, Arena de Amazonia Stadium, a sports disaster. With 3.5 billion fans worldwide, soccer is arguably the most popular sport on Earth. When Brazil hosted the 2014 World Cup, they wanted to impress the world by building new stadiums. However, one stadium in particular left fans scratching their heads. Arena de Amazonia, located in the city of Manaus, deep in the Amazon rainforest, is perhaps the worst possible location for a giant soccer stadium. The first problem was that there was no road connecting Manaus to the coast, where the construction materials would have to be shipped. As a result, all the building materials had to be transported by boat across the Amazon River, driving up costs. During construction, the scorching heat of the jungle killed the grass on the pitch, and the grass had to be artificially painted green, a sight that would not look out of place in a $300 million stadium. After the World Cup, the stadium was in even worse shape. The most successful local team, Nacional, played in Brazil's 5th division, and their games rarely attracted crowds of more than 3,000, a fraction of its 44,300 capacity. The Arena da Amazonia was barely used, with only occasional religious concerts still not filling the seats. The project was a clear example of misallocation of resources and poor planning. Number 2, the Montenegro Highway, a big scam. Montenegro, a poor European country, had high hopes for a 101-mile highway project linking the port city of Bar with Serbia. Instead of a bright future, however, the project has been mired in debt. A massive $1 billion loan from the Export-Import Bank of China helped kickstart the project. But wait, have you heard about the real clause? China has the right to take the country's assets if Montenegro defaults on its debt, and any litigation will be heard in Chinese courts. What's more, despite the 25-mile stretch of road being open, traffic has been so light that businesses along the road have been forced to close quickly. Is Montenegro driving itself into a debt trap, or is it an opportunity for the future? Number 3, Elon Musk and tunnels. What an incredible idea. Everyone knows Elon Musk, the man behind big projects like SpaceX or Tesla. But recently, he has caused a stir with a controversial project: transportation tunnels. With an investment of up to $53 million, Musk opened underground tunnels in Las Vegas, connecting destinations with Tesla Model 3 cars. But what makes me angry is there are no emergency exits. Can you believe it? If there is a fire, how can passengers escape? This is not a small problem. Elon built a future route, but did not think about the safety of people. And let's not forget the Hyperloop, Musk's super-fast train project, which was promised to reach speeds of up to 760 miles per hour, but in reality only operates at 100 miles per hour. Once again, Musk is trying to solve a non-existent problem with a billion-dollar idea that can't be sustained. Is this project actually beneficial, or is it just a show-off? Number 4, Jetta Tower, a dream full of disappointments. If you thought we were done with construction failures, you're not. Just look at Jetta Tower, the world's tallest building at 3,281 feet. When completed, it will be taller than the Burj Khalifa. But will it ever be completed? Since construction began in 2013, the project has been plagued by problems. In 2017, when 2 major shareholders were arrested in a political purge, the project was halted again. As of early 2024, the tower is still not finished. How much money has been poured into it? But is it a dead dream, or will it be reborn? Number 5, Concord, the story of a dream that flew so fast that it went horribly wrong. Concord, the once famous supersonic aircraft, took people from London to New York in just 3 hours. But behind that legendary appearance were painful failures. Not only did the plane cost billions of dollars to develop, but it also made many people afraid because of its sonic boom. And the truth is, after a tragic accident in 2000, Concord was retired. Although it brought back many glorious memories looking at the total cost and tragic ending, do you think it really deserves the title Dream of Flying? Number 6, Giant Gundam, a wasteful creation. In the race to develop advanced robots, there are some creations that are both bizarre and humorous. One of the most epic examples is the giant Gundam suit in Yokohama, Japan. Inspired by the RX-78-2 armor from the popular Gundam anime, this model stands at a whopping 59 feet tall, creating an impressive image for fans around the world. However, despite its imposing appearance, this Gundam is not exactly a robotic warrior that can protect Earth from alien threats like in the anime. Its abilities are limited to walking a few slow steps and kneeling down, more like an old woman than a fighting warrior. It is basically just a shiny tourist attraction instead of a real fighting robot. According to a report by Science Portal, Japan Science and Technology, the raw materials alone cost nearly $725 million. That's staggering. This is just the raw material cost, not to mention the research costs, labor costs, and infrastructure costs, which add up to more than $1 billion. However, if it brings joy to so many people, then perhaps there's no reason for us to judge. Number 7, Street Francis Dam, a disaster of ignorance. Feeling thirsty might make you think of a giant reservoir to meet your hydration needs. But in the 1900s, Los Angeles not only faced this problem, but also needed a reliable water source to support its growing population. So they hired a self-taught civil engineer, William Mulholland, to design and build the world's largest arch dam. Construction began in 1924 and was completed in a surprisingly quick manner by 1926. Built in San Francisco Canyon, about 40 miles from downtown Los Angeles, St. Francis Dam is more than 700 feet long and 185 feet high, capable of holding more than 12 billion gallons of water, the equivalent of more than 18,000 Olympic swimming pools. However, as the reservoir filled, it became clear that Mulholland was not experienced enough. Many leaks appeared, and Mulholland assumed this was normal. In fact, the dam's foundation was not strong enough to support the enormous weight of water. On March 12, 1928, just 5 days after the reservoir reached its maximum capacity, the dam collapsed. All 12 billion gallons of water rushed toward the Pacific Ocean in 5 minutes, creating a 120-foot wave that devastated everything in its path. The disaster became one of the worst engineering failures in American history, destroying 1,000 homes and killing at least 431 people. Although Mulholland was not criminally prosecuted, he never worked in the industry again. It was a terrible disaster, one that left a lasting mark on the engineering community. In a word, what a big dam, right? Number 8, the Shutdown City, a fantasy project. Everyone has dreamed of living in a place that is completely quiet and isolated. Such a place does exist, and that is the Shangyun International Project in Shijiazhuang City, North China's Hebei district. This is an 1,800-acre development that cost $3 billion to create a luxury residential community. However, in 2014, when the CEO of the project's developer was arrested for bribing government officials, the company fell into financial crisis, owed billions of dollars, and declared bankruptcy. As a result, Shangyun was seized by the government, leaving thousands of buyers in the lurch. Now, this vast city is a ghost town, and although the European-style buildings and statues look impressive from the outside, the interior is a different story, unfinished and abandoned. For example, the shopping center is just an empty shell. A company has expressed interest in reviving this failed city, but it would require a huge financial investment. It is a pity because if this project had been successful, it could have become a great place to live. Number 9, crossing an ocean. Mysterious transport project China may have come up with one of the best, albeit controversial, solutions. The Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge, HZMB, officially known as the Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge, consists of a series of 3 cable-stayed bridges, an undersea tunnel, and 4 artificial islands. It is both the longest sea crossing and the longest fixed bridge on Earth. It cuts the travel time between the world's 3 most populous cities, Hong Kong, Zhuhai, and Macau, from 4 hours to just 30 minutes. The bridge tunnel system is 55 kilometers, 34 miles long. Impressive, right? But here's the catch. The HZMB was designed to last 120 years and was built at a cost of 126.9 billion yuan, 18.77 billion. The estimated cost of the main bridge was 51.1 billion yuan, $7.56 billion, funded by bank loans and shared between the governments of mainland China, Hong Kong, and Macau. But very few people actually use it. To cross the bridge, you need a pass, which only high-tech investors, academics, politicians, or philanthropists are eligible for. Furthermore, the number of passes is limited to 400 per day, which seems very limited. Some have suggested that, given Hong Kong's congestion problems, the authorities wanted to limit traffic into the city. But if that were the case, why build a bridge that costs so much and took only 5 years to complete that most people can't use? Number 10. The Road to Nowhere, H3 in Hawaii. Hawaii is famous for its stunning beaches, grass skirts, and adorable coconut palms. However, amidst this paradise lies a controversial and expensive blemish on the landscape: the H3 interstate. Despite its name, the H3 actually runs just 15 miles from northwest of Honolulu to the Marine Corps Base Hawaii, as Hawaii is an isolated archipelago far from other states. The route cost a whopping $1.3 billion, or about $80 million per mile. The project began in 1960 but faced strong opposition, as the proposed route would destroy many trees and encroach on temples and graves sacred to Native Hawaiians. Despite fierce opposition, the project was approved and construction began in 1989, taking 8 years and 7 contractors to complete in 1997. However, the lengthy process and soaring costs left many Hawaiians unhappy. Construction destroyed many sacred sites in the valley, leading to discontent among the local community. As a result, the H3 was rarely used, becoming a symbol of poor project management. For those who want to experience the scenic route, it might be a good idea to check the back seat for any supernatural passengers, as many locals refer to the road as a road to hell. Which of these mega projects do you think is the most useless? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you are interested in learning more about other mega construction projects around the world, don't forget to subscribe to our Super Build channel.